Hello and welcome to today's podcast. It is for you. Today, I'm just going to dedicate the show on mental health. Sadly, I'm not going live, so this is pre-recorded, but I still got some great news for you. And the great news is that, guess what? Today is the first day of the rest of your life. I want to get into the conversation about thinking about how you're going to lead into 2024. What's going to be right for you? What's going to be good for you? How do we know that? Well, last year I read so many articles about emotional intelligence, and I really want to get behind the conversation around how do we get to learn more about our emotions as we step into a new year. It's going to be different for everybody, and we all have different emotions, but the same principles because we experience jealousy, hate, love, anger, happiness. The human mind and the human body are a wonderful piece of kit, but equally, stress is real. So, how do we get to understand ourselves a bit more and have a better start to 2024? We know that this week a lot of people are using the gym, are exercising, are joining new gyms. I myself am continuing my own practice in terms of increasing my fitness and my mental fitness. I'd always try and share my story to my audience, that's you, because I want to encourage you to be fruitful and happy for 2024. Building and increasing your emotional intelligence, remember that's your ability to understand your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, is really important. So I just want to say to you, you know what? Okay, stop for a second, sit down and think about what you want to do this year. Get out a sheet of paper and write down the things you feel you want to focus on. Have a brainstorming session. This works really well in building and shaping your personal development for 2024. Use what I say a SWOT analysis, your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. I used to teach this to all my students day in, day out, and we teach at university part of a personal development level 4 program, which gets taught to most students who study on a business degree. Now, it's difficult times for many people across many nations, many countries. Only yesterday in the news, China reported that a lot of people are unemployed and their actual economy is going down. In times like these, and with two wars in Europe, we need to focus on obviously our business strategy and our mental health because they go hand in hand. And that's what I want to talk about next. How do we embed good business strategy at the same time by having good mental health, or what I like to call mental fitness? Well, I would start by focusing on your SWOT analysis and using that as a tool in your own business. Whether you're a founder, if you're a large organization and you're a CEO, it'll be slightly different. But however, you're still a person with your faults. You're still going to have the emotional intelligence and you're still going to have your self development, your drive, your motivation. And the most important thing that you can really do in 2024 is reflection. Reflection is so important because reflection builds new resources for yourself and the people around you. How does that work? Well, we need to learn to reflect on our past experiences from the previous week. For instance, I went in Costa this morning, wrote a list of things I wanted to do in my business and my brands, and I felt good about reflecting on the kind of week I've had. I've got a massive job list, but I reflected and felt that was the right appropriate step for me. And sometimes in life, we're rushing around, especially as we go into 2024. We don't know if there's going to be a recession. And I just want to encourage you to slow down, okay? We all want to climb and do many things, new year, new career, push through in our business growth, etc. But equally, up here, our mental fitness is so important. So let me encourage you on today's show to just slow down a bit, be real with yourself, and understand. You know what? There's only so many hours in one day, and that's important. Which leads on to my last conversation, which is about time management and alignment of your business strategy, and all the most important things you look at in your business. Time management is a skill that we can teach to many different people, different ways, systems. We can analyze it. We can look at data all day long. Equally, as the saying goes, we all get 24 hours. And I was just watching a great episode of Direct Diary of CEO and talking about how we eat food and try to sleep well. Some of us are on shifts that causes quite high levels of stress. In actual fact, it devalues our lifetime, actually, life on Earth, as it were. Excuse me. And I think that how we eat, when we eat, is important. And going into 2024, a lot of you now, right this week, are going to be thinking, okay, how do I better myself? How do I get a better diet, etc.? And if we can do the small things, build up the momentum, and that equals things like innovation that can feed into our business strategy. Because really, all I'm trying to say is that you have better health, better mental fitness, and you will develop the business strategy that's going to lead you into 2024. It will change, as always, and we do need to assess things, more importantly, like geopolitical risk. I do think that should be a really big topic. We need to really align what it means for us in our business. This mainly affects, at the moment, sadly, we've got a supply chain global risk to delivery of goods and services. And, American Army, the Royal Navy, and other armed forces around the world have been tasked to protect that supply chain in our global waters. That affects business. Ultimately, business affects mental health. So it's all linked. So if I could summarize today's show, it's a short new episode that I wanted to experiment with, pre-live rather than live because I felt my production going live wasn't great, and I've got a better production going pre-live. I can record it, view it, subtitle it, bring it out to you at better quality and the exact time that you need it, which is 1 p.m. on the dot UK time. I still go live at the same time, but I might change on this production. Leave me with some feedback and thoughts. That's it. I'll close off. I'm going to keep these News for You daily podcasts short and sharp because I know everyone is busy. Some episodes I might go into more detail if I feel I need to, but equally, I'm busy as well. I've got to build my client base in 2024, and it looks like I'm going to revive one of my old brand social media marketing for you, which is interesting. Okay. I never really wanted to start a social media marketing agency because I just felt it was too much hard work. Not necessarily getting the clients, is that a lot of people don't really understand the metrics of real social media marketing and the art of it, as Gary Vee says, the thumbnail, the time, audio, the quality. There's so many different elements to it, and it changes constantly because platforms change, the algorithms change. So we always have to adapt. But anyway, I'll call it a day on that note. I wish you a happy, happy, happy new year. Thank you for joining me on this pre-live show. And I hope you can join me on a daily basis. Follow me on my networks where this goes out. Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, homepage, LinkedIn here, of course. And yeah, other leading platforms coming soon. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye for now.